We're excited for the big debut of Wil Myers, but before we get there, I'm going to talk about scouting. So for the first time this season, we can focus on this since I may have missed the prior one by accident. So it's a 14-week period. You set it once every week, all 14 weeks. Cool. So similar to what we had with free agency recently, you have 3 priorities. So it's going to be similar here. You have 3 scouts. So the first thing is we want to focus on where we want to improve. Left fielders, sure, we have Jordan Walker, but something to look at. You can see starting pitching, also something else that we're going to be interested in. And we'll look at probably relief pitcher for the last one. You see it has the rankings of where you're at in the organization compared to all other teams, so you know where your weaknesses are. So you've got a couple of different things. So pitcher attribute, position player attribute, discovery, how great you are discovering players, efficiency, how well you can scout them, how quickly you can scout them. Position and pitchers, that's basically where do you specialize, who do you work best with. So then you can scout an individual prospect, focus on trying to get all of their information as soon as possible. You can do a position, so you can just take an entire position for a region, or discover new prospects. So probably want to discover early on, maybe scout position early on, so you can kind of narrow down who you're looking at, and then just focus on specific players. We're going to get to that in just a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and set up what we want to do with these guys. You can see underneath their name, it has what their assignment is, so you know what they're working on. Seems pretty self-explanatory, right? You can change those later though. So again, nothing is finalized until you actually finalize it in advancing into the next week, which you just basically play games until it comes up. So you can see this is what everyone does. At the top, it had listed, hey, this is how many people that they can discover, how many players are covering, blah, blah, blah. We'll focus more on that in future videos as we go along. Up next, though, the series finale. Can the Cardinals close the deal and get a road sweep of a division rival? One of the teams that's going to be competing with us for the division crown, so it'd probably be helpful to get any win against them you can, especially with the balanced schedule. You can see 6-5 and 8-6 in the 2 prior games, but the focus really is going to be on Wil Myers. We'll take a couple of pit stops. You can see with the lefty, that's why. Eric, tough luck for you, kid. Matt Carpenter going deep. Love to see it. Carp, one of our favorite players, his 2nd home run of the season. Cardinals take a 1-0 lead. Top of the 2nd, Wil Myers, his first at-bat as a St. Louis Cardinal. RBI single, bringing in Tyler O'Neill. So, hey, 1 for 1 with an RBI. Sounds pretty good. Myers would not be done. 2-0 still, top of the 4th. Myers, a walk. So 2 for 2 in terms of on-base percentage. You can see to the pin, 3-0 game, Myers. Not just his first hit of the season, he's going to get his first home run as a St. Louis Cardinal. Love to see that off the fair pole. His first of the season. So he's having quite the showing. Even Ollie has to clap for that. And then even further, in the 7th, 6-1, Myers again. This time, dropping it right behind the wall. A 3-run home run for Myers. What a debut for this guy. 2 home runs, a walk, 5 runs driven in, and a single. So 3 for 3, a walk, and 5 runs batted in. 2 dingers. Love to see it. Don't know if he'll be able to keep up like that, but I'll tell you what. When you have a guy like this that can mash against lefties, you find a spot for him in the lineup. And he's going to hit righties too. We'll definitely find more. So he was the big star of this game. Carp also did have 3 hits. Just want to throw that out there. A lot of home runs, 5 in total by the Cardinals. Waino quietly gets a win, 3 runs, 4 hits over 7 innings. So he did his job. Probably left him in a little bit too long. Tried to get him through the 8th, but he got tagged right away. Eric gets the loss, 3 runs, 7 hits, 5 innings. So he takes the L. The Cardinals get the sweep, and they're going to move on to bigger and better things. You can see 6-3 in the division, 1-game lead over the Pirates and the Cubs, and up next for St. Louis will be a 3-game series at Coors Field. And let me tell you, they've got some lefties in their rotation. Probably see a little bit more of Mr. Myers to come.